Hey gang, we're here for part two. I have all of my pieces with the book blessing on. I tried some different, lettering, also different ways to holding the paper. I also tried out a few different markers besides the regular pen that I was using before. I tried the bullet nib on my Ohuhu drawing pens, my brush pen on my Ohuhu drawing pens, and of course then I also stuck to the regular pen. But just for playing around, trying different thicknesses, different, ways of writing. So now I'm going to go through and kind of pick a few of these that I might want to add some extra flourish to. Definitely want to do this one, add some little swirls and stuff too, and maybe that one. Kind of like how this one is a full page. And I kind of like that one with that nice border down there. So I'm gonna do these two in with the beige parchment, and let's see. So I'm going to do that one, and I think that one. So these two I'm going to keep the same, and these two I'm going to do up some flourish on. So I'm going to have you guys join me here, and I have my Ohuhu fine line drawing pens here, and I have my Ibeum fine liner pens in color. So we're going to be using both of those to kind of give a little flourish. And of course I have my butterfly moon pen here as well. I'm going to put these over here so they're out of the way. So I have my pile of ones that I'm going to do. So let's start with I really did like how that bullet nib was working. So there's a bullet nib on the Ohuhu. Let me put up some more light here so you see that bullet nib there. It is a 0.1 bullet nib. Just kind of put some like little swirls here in the corner, just doing little, not really majorly crazy stuff, just little things. Maybe a little star cluster. I do little swirlies here, kind of looks like a okay, there we go. That's a little bit more stable. Kind of looks like a little scribble, but then I come back and I put a star over it. It's my little starburst that I like to do. And you know what, since we got a little bit of a little swirl there, let's see here. Let's give this a little bit of more of a flourish. Give it a thicker line a little bit. It's a little bit of a flourish there. Nothing major, just little doodles to kind of, make the paper look a little bit more unique to your style and your vibe. Actually, I kind of like that just as is. You don't have to overdo it. I mean, you don't have to go crazy. You don't even have to do any little doodles on these. It's just that, sometimes I like to, have little symbols and sketches on the side. Sometimes I just like to have, little ivy or vines. And I think that's what I'm going to see if I can get a good ivy vine here in my lovely purple fine liner going up the side here. Do a little bit right there and bring it up, and big swirl. And then I'll, every now and then I'll come off of it. Make a little leaf. Maybe even color in the leaf. Yeah, definitely coloring in the leaf. Liking that vibe a lot better. You know, coming up here with a little bit of a swirl. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. Sorry, guys. A little swirl over here. I like swirls. Put another leaf here. Nice big one. And we'll turn the paper so we can color that in a little bit. Really doesn't have to be anything overly elaborate or fancy. I mean, all I'm doing is swirls and leaves here, okay? Nothing majorly, you know. Oop, I had a little bit of extra ink there on my finger. See, look at that. See, I got a little bit of extra ink there on that swirl. I can hide that if it bugs me. Just give it a little swirl there. And I like this one. So, oh, we're going to turn it into a leaf. Look at that. Shoop. Little leaf. Easy peasy. Give a little swirl out this way. Put a little leaf here to boot. Let's see. Swirl out this way. Put a little leaf here. And color it in. You know, do whatever like you really vibe in. You keep it simple, keep it elaborate. You know, whatever you feel, it's about what makes you happy and brings you joy. That's going to give this label, this book blessing label, a lot more power and a lot more meaning because it brought you joy in making it. I like that. That makes me happy. I like that. You know. So see, it's real simple. Nothing elaborate. But it was just paper and pen at one point. Now it's a nice label. Got two more here. Let's see. Let's do one up in a nice hunter green. Nice hunter green. And let's see, what do we want to do here? Oh, I like my flourish sometimes. Sometimes it's just like a simple flourish. Okay, just a simple flourish. Add that down there on the bottom. But then I go and I'll widen it at the edges. And I'll color that in. I love this. That's hunter green. Oh, such a gorgeous green. Okay. I'm going to do this side. Of course, using a wider pen with this might have been a little bit easier, but I like working with fine liners with stuff like this because I never know 100% if I want to go thick or not and how thick I want to go. My rule of thumb is start thin. You can always go bigger. You can't necessarily go from big to thin without a lot of extra stress and hoopla. And oh my god, look at that, look at that. Just all I did was a little flourish there on the bottom and look how snazzy that looks. Whoa, love it. All right, let's look at this one, our last one we're going to be doing here. This one was done with the Ahoo brush nib, and I think I'm going to take my little butterfly moon pen here, and I think I'm going to do my star, squiggle, star, squiggle, star, oops, star, squiggle, star, squiggle, star, squiggle, star. Then we'll do crescent moon, crescent moon, and crescent moon. Look at that. Nice and flourished without that much detail. I mean, it's not artistically like perfect, but it has a vibe of a personal touch that's going to add that personal touch to any journal, notebook, book of shadows that you are going to start your journey with. And that's going to be our next step. And that's going to take a little bit because I have to figure out which books I'm going to be starting next. I have a lot of journals that are going to be ending soon, by the end of June. So I will be adding these to new journals and sketchbooks. So when that happens, I will add a step 3 to this. But until then, you'll be able to watch this and start your own little book blessing journey. So happy enchanting, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. Love ya. Mwah.